So yesterday Venerable Chuni spoke a little bit about Christmas and about the idea that, what it represents to her is this human longing for freedom, or longing for happiness, longing for the elimination of our misery. Okay, and she also said that it expressed this longing for salvation. The word salvation I have a little bit of difficulty with. I realized it means many different things to many people, but to me the idea of salvation is somebody externally coming to save us. Yeah. And while many theistic religions, this is very much what is taught, that somebody outside is going to save you, or your salvation comes from pleasing an external God or an external deity or somebody or something that is external to us, that is more powerful than us. And in Buddhism, this isn't the paradigm at all, and rather it's very much a faith where we are responsible ourselves for our own situation, for what happens to us. We are our own saviors, so to speak. Potentially, anyway. We're also our own worst enemies. So it goes both ways. His Holiness Dalai Lama, in the teachings in Dharamsala I attended, and also the Mungot teachings, in both of them he stressed that so often in the prayers we say, please grant me inspiration, or please grant me blessings so that I may, eliminate my self-centered thought. Please grant me blessings to understand the preciousness of this life and the impermanence. Please may I have a long life, may I have all the conditions. Once in a while we expand, may everybody have all the conditions. Most of our requests are about us. Once in a while we expand a little bit more, include the rest of the world. But he said it makes it sound like the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and our spiritual mentors and all the Arya Sangha and the Dharma protectors, that they're going to do it all, and we're going to sit back and kind of relax and just keep requesting them, or rather maybe nagging them. Yeah. Please, Buddha. May everybody be nice to me. or please, Buddha, once in a while, may I be nice to everybody else. But always directing it outwards, and His Holiness kept on emphasizing, no, this is our responsibility to cultivate these qualities. It's our responsibility to free ourselves from our reflections, because nobody else can. Nobody else can crawl in our brains and push some buttons or throw some switches and out go the afflictions. Because if somebody else could have done it for us already, since there are many compassionate beings in this universe, they would have. There would be no reason for us still to be in suffering if somebody else could have done it for us. Or if our simply requesting would have brought on exactly what we wanted, we wouldn't be here right now. We would be in, I don't know what, but whatever it is that we wanted. Yeah. So he really kept saying, it's your responsibility, and you need effort. He really stressed effort, And by effort, His Holiness doesn't mean, oh God, I gotta practice the Dharma. Ugh, I should practice the Dharma. Oh, I have to make so much effort. My anger's driving me crazy, but I have to make effort to control it. This is just too hard. I'm just gonna let my anger spill out because I'm sick and tired of this effort. No, we can't practice Dharma with that attitude. We don't practice Dharma because it's a burden that somebody else is making us do. Yeah, we have to be really clear about, we are not keeping precepts, we are not practicing, because anybody else is forcing us, cajoling us, coercing us, making us, or anything like that. You know? We do it because we want to. It's very plain and simple. We practice because we want to. Yeah. So then the trick is how to get our stubborn, resistant minds to want to practice. Yeah. Okay. And so this is where I have to thank the person who didn't wash the vegetables so that I got hepatitis in 1976. I really have to thank that person, because my getting hepatitis was a really big turning point in my practice, because that's during that time when I was sick in Nepal, and somebody brought me this book, The Wheel of Sharp Weapons, and I started reading about karma. And I realized, boy, I'm sick with hepatitis, and it's not the guy's fault who didn't wash the vegetables. You know, it has nothing to do with that. I'm sick because of my own negative actions that I did under the influence of my own self-centered thought. You know, and that was like a big whoa, because all the time before that it was like I should practice Dharma and I'm supposed to practice Dharma, kind of as if there was some outside pressure on me. If I'm going to be a good girl and do things right, I should do this. And really that understanding of karma, that, you know, it's nobody else that creates the causes for my experience, it's me. That completely changed my mind from I should practice Dharma to I want to practice Dharma. Why do I want to practice? Because I want to be happy. Yeah, because I want to stop suffering. And when I look inside, I see that one thing that makes me suffer is other beings suffering. So I can't just be happy alone. It's not about, I want to be happy, so let's go out and get a sports car and grow my nails and learn how to do the cha-cha. You know, that's not it. It's, you know, other sentient beings being in misery is a miserable state for me. So there's no alternative but to work for the benefit of everybody. Yeah. And so then it's like, okay, I want to practice the Dharma. I want to do something about this crazy yo-yo mind that's just, you know, out of sight in terms of its capacity to create difficulties. Yeah. And so then, when we feel that strong feeling within ourselves that I want to do this, then we can make requests to the gurus and the deities and the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Please help me. Please inspire me. My mind is not consistent. I see this so clearly right now, but I know that tomorrow my mind's going to be craving for chocolate again. So please inspire me. Please help me. Please teach me. Please help put situations, or help me to be awake in situations so that I can learn from everything I experience instead of just doing my usual knee-jerk reaction trip. Yeah. And so then our requests are an expression of our own internal aspirations that we feel ourselves, and we're sincerely asking the holy beings to support us and teach us and guide us and inspire us and bless us or whatever, so that we can fulfill those. And so at that point, making the requests, when we visualize the deities and so forth and Buddhas in front of us, is a way of reinforcing what we feel in our own hearts. by saying out loud, please support and help me in this. Okay? Do you know what I mean? Because so often when we say things out loud and we're a little tentative, it's like, I really want to go in this direction, but I know I'm kind of weak. And so we'll say to other people, please support me, please help me. So this is the same way we say to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, who have much more ability to support and help us, please support and help me. Yeah, but the aspiration is our own, the effort is our own. Yeah, the work that's done comes from inside of us. Yeah, because we're doing mass radical transformation of what's inside here, not what's outside there. What's inside here we're trying to transform. Yeah? So because the causes of our misery are inside, the solution to our misery is also inside. Yeah? And we just have to see it and develop it and go for it.